Hello, Kern and Tulare counties. I am running for Assembly Member 32, and my name is Holli Willibey. I will tell you, I had zero political aspirations even a short time ago, and then I decided to go ahead and run for school board, and I won that position basically just telling about 3, maybe 4 people that I was running, and the community voted me in with almost 2/3 of the vote. And I think that happened because of the person that I am and the way that I've been handling a lot of what all of us have been going through. And that's severe issues with our system. So I moved to Kern County about 5 years ago, and I bought a house. Super excited. Except for the fact that there's a criminal sex offender that lives next door to me, and law enforcement hasn't done anything to really protect me or the other neighbors that he actually attacked. He attacked the man and left him with physical injuries, and also attacked the visitor to that house when she came out to help him get away from this individual, punched her in the face and knocked out 2 of her teeth. All of this was done before I moved into my house. Then he started stalking me, and I'm not the type. So I started basically recording everything and making sure that I was documenting evidence. And I knew how to do that because I have a 15-year career in the field of criminal justice with a 2-year stint in a technically law enforcement position. I wasn't a cop, I was contracted to a federal facility. So it's basically a prison guard. And then I went on to teach college-level criminal justice. And I actually worked on a case in the state of California that I was told was the first to win in its category, and that was my work. So I know how to write reports, I know what accuracy looks like, and I have integrity. So I started early on to say to myself, what is going on here? Why? Is law enforcement not doing what they're supposed to do? Something feels off, something looks off, something is off. So over the first 4 years of this approximately, I was really investigating the criminal connections locally, and I uncovered a lot. I want to keep this video relatively short, so of course I'm going to post more videos. You can contact me, meet with me in community meetings, things of that nature, if you want to learn more about my stances, etc., and my experience, all of that. But I have to get my message out to 150,000 people across 2 counties. And you've got to get out there and vote for me in the primary as well as in the election, because if I win with 50.1% in the primary, then I win. If I don't, I have to be in the top 2 in the primary to make it to the ballot. So I really need help. I'm not part of the establishment. I've uncovered a lot of what's going on in the establishment, and they don't want me in. So that brings me back to a little bit of the story. After uncovering all of this, I decided that, if they're not going to do what they're supposed to do, I have to go above their heads. And that took me to another level of investigation where I kind of found out that this is going all the way up. So AG Bonta's not interested, and Newsom is not interested, and nobody's really interested in making sure that the people in Kern County have access to justice. The sheriffs have been under monitoring here. Even their monitors have done nothing of effect to make sure that they are stopped from doing the damages they're doing to our citizens here. And, there's just across the board, there's all kinds of stuff going on. And I'm a fighter, and I will fight for myself. And I thought to myself, you know what? No one is going to take my rights away indefinitely. So what do I do? And I thought, God help me, I have to go into politics. One of the last things that I ever thought I would do, and something I don't want to do. But when I put my mind to something, I get it done. So my first run, like I told you, I told about 3 people that I was running. I did have an intention to be on the ballot for county supervisor as well as a write-in candidate, because I wasn't going to make it in terms of being on as a regular candidate the way that they pretty much had all of that set up. So I went to Coffee with a Cop and I was illegally detained at Coffee with a Cop. I look pretty ominous, don't I? I'm a pretty scary person, but my mouth is big and I will speak out and I will call you out if you're doing what you shouldn't do, because I believe in law enforcement. So I'm not anti-law enforcement, I'm anti-criminals hiding behind the color of law, which is what we have here in Kern County. So anyways, I'm illegally detained. I have all of that on video. I'm debating how much of the videos that I have that I want to release because I've got a lot. Anyways, I've also been attacked already by the left. Many people by the left, which they came out of the woodwork and surprised me that there's this many in Kern County that want to attack a little old lady on the side of a mountain with skills to take everybody on if I must. And so what ended up happening is my opponent, Chris Cruz-Boone, contacts me the other day and asks me to drop out of the race in a roundabout way. And I said, "Are you asking me to drop out of the race?" And she confirmed. And I was like, "What is wrong with you? I'll help you. I'll help you, later on get into it." I'm not just running for any position, blah, blah, blah. I mean, honestly, I thought I was going to be running for sheriff first, but come to find out, there's a law that states you have to have been in law enforcement within the past 5 years to run, which limits candidates and explains why our sheriff, Donnie Youngblood, who I lovingly call Donnie Do Nothing, is running unopposed. Who's going to run against their boss, current or former, particularly if they want to continue a career in law enforcement? So this gives people behind the scenes power to control our candidates. Well, Ms. Cruz-Boone apparently wanted to control the candidates as well, but I'm not dropping out of the race. But I will tell you this. If I don't get enough grassroots help, that means you spreading the word about me. How am I going to get my message out to 150,000 people across Kern and Tulare counties for District 32? Now, one of the things that was said to me in that same phone call while I was being told I should drop out because I'm a nobody and I'm not going to win anyways and blah, 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 blah. Okay, maybe that's true, maybe that's not. But I was told that I overestimated my voters. That means you. I overestimated my voters. They're not going to turn out for this special election and elect me anyways. This is what we're up against, people. We're up against even new blood that wants to come in for power and control. I am somebody who just wants to teach little kids how to read. I teach psychology. I wanted to just teach, but I can't use my house to bring clients over here safely. My business has gone down because people can't come to take lessons with me. I've had to do a lot of stuff online. My life has been interrupted. I've been verbally attacked, but yet I'm not supposed to be mean back. I'm going to be. If I come at you, it's because you've earned it. I'm going to hold you accountable, so don't cry. And this is how I've been basically presenting myself to my community. And this is why I've won locally. Because when people have been telling me, when they saw my name on the ballot for school board, they thought, yes, help our kids. I'm going to do that. And maybe I'll release some of the information. If you want to look up on Facebook, there's some hilarious posts where people are attacking me and I'm just hitting back and they're like, "Oh, you're so mean and you're so this and that and blah." Right. All of this is gaslighting, and I know so many people in the community, probably you or at least someone you know, has experienced similar things to what I'm experiencing. So my experience resonates with people. You know what I'm talking about if you've had to interact with Kern County sheriffs. You know what I'm talking about if you have had that misfortune of needing help, but the person that you're up against is a criminal that is actively involved in the criminal gangs that are being run throughout this county. You know what I'm talking about if you've gotten one of our dirty judges and you've had to present your case in front of someone that really isn't going to help you because they've been paid off. And yes, I'm the one that will say this out loud. That's why they don't want me in. But if you want me in, spread the word and I will go to our state capitol. I will begin to write bills, which are proposed laws, and I will fight to get them through. And when, I'm not stupid, when I get resistance, opens my mouth, I will speak and tell you what's happening. And then everybody can start talking and decide who they want in office. Now, this change will happen over time. I told you, this is a long haul thing. I'm not dumb, I know that. But if you put me in office, I'm in it to win it. And I intend to release some information on some of the things that I've done. I might show you guys my portfolio. I don't know. This is my second time running officially. I won the first one, almost by just being me. And so, I think I'm just going to continue to do that. But what you need to understand is I am extremely skilled. Extremely. My work that I've done in psychology, the work that I've done in criminal justice, the work that I've done with performance arts students. Okay, I'm getting a little long in the tooth, so I've done a lot over time. And all of this is kind of built in to make me the perfect candidate to take this on. So a while back, I started saying, we need to get a new sheriff. We need to get new people in office. And the community started saying, we need to get you in office. And I said, no, I don't want to do it. But you know what? It is me. I have to do it. So I'm going to stand up. I'm taking the heat. All I need from you is to spread the word and get me in. I am not for sale. And I'm not going to be for sale. So this is what terrifies the criminals in our offices right now. They know they're not going to be able to buy me or control me. So if you like a person with a good attitude that's going to tell people what they need to do, which is sit down sometimes and listen, if they are basically doing what they shouldn't be doing, then you want me in office.